Good morning, everyone. Let's do some prayers before our talk. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om Bhur Swaha, Tatsavitravare Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Asto Ma Satgamya तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गम्य मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गम्य ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 ओम. There is a verse in our yogic literature about Pran. It goes like this: Pranen liyate mana, Pranen spandate hridi, Pranaha pradhanam tam yamat, Tasmat pranam nirodhyet. In English, it goes like this: the mind dissolves into the pran. Pranen liyate mana. And the heart pulsates by pran. Pranen spandate hridi. Pran is the supreme force. So we should restrain and master it. So prana pradhanam tam yamat tasmat pranam nirodhyet. We are all familiar with this word nirodha. When we look at the definition of yoga, according to Rishi Patanjali, he says yoga chitvritti nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. Ancient yogis deeply investigated the intricate relationship between breath and mind. That's why in Yoga Sutras, which are authored by Rishi Patanjali, we see that he is exploring the concept of siddhis in there, the remarkable abilities that can be achieved through advanced yogic disciplines. And all these abilities encompass a wide spectrum from the capacity to perceive the microscopic world to the power to transcend the boundaries of space. All that he talks about in Yoga Sutras. But then he says that control of these practices is the mastery of breath. Referred to as the Kurma Nadi, which acts as a vital link between the physical and the spiritual dimensions. Our breath can be utilized to channel the energy to generate an energetic field so that we can bring desired outcomes in our life. But we have to learn the techniques We got to apply specific breathing techniques. Only then we can unlock our inner potential. We got to learn how to harmonize our mind and body. And profoundly transform our reality. Breath, known as Kurmanadi also, is frequently linked with a tortoise. We are all familiar with this animal, which is capable of thriving both on land and in water. So in the same way, the breath enables us to operate in the material world and simultaneously connecting us to the spiritual realm. So it's outlined in Yoga Sutras that we should gain mastery over the breath, which will result in mental and physical stability. And ultimately, which will provide control over our reality. That means who we are. Human body is said to contain 72,000 energy channels. They are called nadis. These nadis serve as pathways for the life force. Or you can call it energy. Or in Sanskrit, it's called Pran. These nadis function like rivers, transporting energy to every cell and organ. And nourishing our entire body. And we know that when these channels become obstructed, energy flow is restricted. That's how the imbalances occur in our physical, emotional, as well as mental realm. So you can see that breath is considered one of the most vital part of our personality. And by learning to regulate it, we can clear these energy pathways and restore inner harmony. No wonder yoga is called pranayam, the techniques to do all this, the soul of yoga. So the idea of nadis is a cornerstone of yogic philosophy. And these energy channels are not tangible structures, but rather subtle pathways that exist within the energetic body. When the nadis are open, they are functioning smoothly. What do we experience? Vitality, mental clarity, and a profound sense of well-being. We almost feel like we are floating up in the air. And conversely, when they are blocked, we feel lethargic, stressed, or even emotionally unsettled. So you can see that the breath holds the key to unlocking these energy channels. And by mastering the breath, we can guide the flow of Pran throughout the body, removing blockages and re-establishing balance. This is why ancient yogis placed such a significant importance on breath control or pranayama. Whether we look at the Hatha Yoga or Raj Yoga, pranayama is a key part to that. It is a foundational practice for achieving physical, mental, and spiritual harmony. Remember that. In yogic philosophy, the body's energy system is governed by three primary nadis: Ida, Pingla, and Sushushmna. Ida and Pingla represent the left and the right energy channels, respectively, while Sushushmna is the central channel that runs along the spine. All three of them, they start at the base of the spine. But Ida and Pingla, they end in our nostrils. Sushushmana is the only one which reaches all the way to the crown of our head. And these three nadis are often symbolized as intertwined serpents, representing the harmonious balance between opposing forces. Ida is linked to the moon, feminine energy, and the parasympathetic nervous system. It influences creativity, intuition, and relaxation. And in contrast, Pingla is associated with the sun, masculine energy, and the sympathetic nervous system. It governs logic, action, and focus. Most individuals experience an imbalance between Ida and Pingla. That means one nostril being more dominant than the other at various times throughout the day. And this imbalance directly impacts our mental and emotional states. For example, when the right nostril, Pingla, is more active, we tend to feel more analytical, logical, and focused. On the other hand, when the left nostril, Ida, is dominant, we become more creative, intuitive, and reflective. So what is the ultimate aim of yoga then? The ultimate aim of yoga is to harmonize these two channels and activate the Sushushmana. Because without activating Sushushmana, the middle nadi, we will not reach samadhi. Because this Sushushmana facilitates the awakening of the Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini Shakti, which is dormant spiritual force, is residing within all of us, but we have not awakened it yet. It will be awakened only when we can bring our attention towards the Sushushmana. So Sushushmana Nadi is the central energy channel that extends from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. When this channel is activated, it allows Kundalini Shakti to flow freely, leading to elevated states of consciousness, or you can call it spiritual enlightenment. However, for most people, the Sushushmana Nadi remains dormant. And the energy primarily flows through Ida and Pingala, maintaining a state of duality rather than unity. So the practice of yoga seeks to awaken Sushushmana so that individual can transcend duality and also experience the higher realms of awareness. One highly effective method for balancing Ida and Pingala is the practice of alternate nostril breathing, which is called Nadi Shodhan. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this and practice it too. And you are familiar with the technique which involves inhaling through one nostril, holding the breath, and then exhaling through the opposite nostril. By systematic alternating the breath in this manner, we can create the equilibrium between the left and the right hemisphere of our brain, which can create mental clarity, emotional stability. But make sure that when you do this pranayama, Nadi Shodhan pranayama, you are sitting comfortably, keeping the spine straight and the body relaxed. It's very important steps. And we always use the right hand, the thumb and the ring finger of that right hand, so that we can open and close the nostrils comfortably. So you use your right thumb to gently close your right nostril and inhale slowly but deeply through your left nostril. And at the top of inhalation, close your left nostril also with your ring finger. This is the right way of doing it. That's how the yogic scriptures explain this to us. Then when you release your right nostril, and exhale smoothly through the right nostril. Then second time around, you inhale through the right, then close it again with your thumb and release your left nostril and exhale through the left nostril. So that's why it's called alternate breathing. So you are breathing from one side, holding the breath in, and exhaling from the opposite side. Repeat it for a little longer period of time, not just a couple of times. Try doing it for 10 minutes. Maintaining a steady rhythm, focusing on the flow of breath and the balance between the two nostrils. And throughout the time, back straight, body relaxed. To see what's happening with that energy. This simple yet profound practice helps activate the central channel or Sushumna Nadi and opens the door to higher states of consciousness. But you have to do it daily, not once in a while. And with full faith in yourself and in the practice. It is very beneficial for calming the mind, removing the stress, and also improving the concentration. So by incorporating Nadi Shodhan in your daily routine, you can cultivate a deeper sense of inner harmony and mental focus. Another essential element of breath control is diaphragmatic breathing. Some people call it a belly breathing. Because many adults, they tend to breathe shallowly. When we breathe shallowly, we are utilizing only the upper portion of our lungs. So this shallow breathing restricts the flow of oxygen and energy throughout the body, often resulting in stress, anxiety, and fatigue. So in contrast, diaphragmatic breathing involves taking deep breaths where you fully engage the diaphragm, where the belly expands when you inhale. This method of breathing not only enhances oxygen intake, but also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress. You can practice it because I often hear that my stomach doesn't bulges out when I inhale. You can practice it lying down also, initially. So you can sit down or lie down in a comfortable position. But make sure that your body is completely relaxed. You can check it, whether you are doing it properly or not. You can place one hand on the stomach and the other one on the chest. And inhale deeply through your nose. When you inhale, the belly should rise. So that's like you're filling up a balloon. But at the same time, your chest should remain relatively still. So that's why one hand up here, one hand on the belly. So that way you can monitor what's really happening. So exhale slowly through your nose again. First inhale through both the nostrils, then exhale slowly. And then your belly should fall naturally when you exhale. So every time you inhale, belly is rising. Every time you exhale, belly should fall. Repeat this process for 5 to 10 minutes. Focusing on the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen with each breath. If you integrate this belly breathing into your daily routine, you will definitely boost your energy level. You will see the reduction in stress and improvement in your overall well-being. Just investing 10 minutes, you will see that how much benefit you will get. This practice is particularly helpful for people dealing with anxiety, chronic stress, because it really soothes the nervous system and fosters a deep sense of inner calm and peace. In yogic traditions, the spinal column is often regarded as the staff of life, serving as the central channel through which Pran or life force energy flows. By magnetizing the spinal column, we can amplify the flow of energy throughout the body and access the abundant source of free energy. And this process helps to align and energize the body, mind, and spirit, and a deeper connection to our inner power. So to magnetize the spinal column, how to do it? If it's so important, we can use a very straightforward visualization technique. You can, if you want to stand, you can stand for this. But sitting down is better. Sit with your spine straight, your body relaxed. Make sure that you are in a very comfortable position. Take a deep breath into your diaphragm. And as you inhale, through the nose, of course, visualize energy rising up your spine. From the base tailbone to the crown of your head. So that means that your mind is towards the spine, not in the front of your body. So let me repeat it again. Take a deep breath into your diaphragm. But when you are inhaling, visualize energy rising up your spine from the base tailbone to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, imagine the energy flowing down the front of your body, moving from the crown back to the base. So during inhale, your mind is towards the back. During exhale, mind is towards the front of the body. And on your next inhale, visualize the energy flowing up the back of your spine. Once more. And as you exhale, see it flowing down the front. Repeat this cycle for 10 to 15 breaths at least. Maintaining a focus on the alternating flow of energy moving up and down your spine and through your body. This practice not only enhances the circulation of Pran, it also helps to clear any energetic blockages within the body. And over time, as you continue this practice, you may experience increased energy levels, greater mental clarity, and a stronger ability to manifest your intentions. So if you practice it regularly, you can unlock a profound sense of vitality and also alignment. Which will really empower you to live with greater purpose and focus. See, that's how the yogis, their focus is profound. Once you have developed a proficiency in breath control and energy flow, you can integrate these practices with the transformative powers of intention and visualization. We all know that visualization is a potent technique that enables us to create a vivid mental image of our desired outcome. So aligning your energy with your goals, and we can accelerate the manifestation. In our yogic literature, they talk about two primary types of visualizations. One is called goal visualization, and the other one is called process visualization. Goal visualization involves crafting a clear and detailed mental picture of the outcome you wish to achieve. While the process visualization focuses on envisioning the steps required to reach that goal. It's almost like you want to make a dish. You visualize how that dish will be when it's complete. But then you have to go through the steps also. That is the process. By combining both forms of visualizations with breath control and energy flow practices, you can significantly enhance your ability to manifest your intentions. How do we practice it? Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can sit or lie down without distractions. Close your eyes, take a few deep, calming breaths, and allow your body to relax completely. visualize your desired outcome in as much detail as possible. Imagine how it looks, feels, and sounds. Imagine all your senses to make the image as vivid and real as you can. And as you hold this mental image, focus on the flow of energy within your body, particularly along your spinal column. Feel the energy moving in harmony with your intention. And repeat this practice daily. When we practice it daily, we are refining our mental image over time. And we are deepening our alignment with our intention. And for a yoga student, intentions are always spiritual. Like God is within me. I am not alone. Those kind of intentions. By consistently practicing visualization along with breath control and energy flow techniques, you can create a powerful synergy that amplifies your ability to manifest your goal. This is a very holistic approach, which not only strengthens your energy with the outcomes you desire, but you will see that it will bring into reality with greater ease and efficiency also. And remember, the breath is an extraordinary tool. Breath. Because our breath carries our prana. Breath bridges the physical and spiritual dimensions of our existence. So, by mastering the art of breath or breath control, as I was saying earlier, we can clear blockages in our energy channels, harmonize our mind, body, and access an abundant reservoir of free energy. This is everywhere, this energy, Pran. There's no place where Pran is not. But we have to practice these simple techniques of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, and spinal column magnetization. With that visualization, we can optimize the flow of energy within us. In due time, you will see that the movement of the energy in the Sushumna Nadi, it is not just, it won't be just something written in the books, you will experience it. When these breath-centered practices are combined with the power of intentions, visualization, they really become more transformative. Because often we want to do yoga just for physical health. But these yogic practices take us way beyond our physical personality. We got to learn how to shape our reality. So by incorporating breath control into our daily routine, you can initiate profound changes from within. Because often we want to see the changes in the outer world or even in this body only at the skin level. But the yogic practices can really make a difference within us. And we can have a greater clarity, balance, fulfillment in every aspect of our life. Remember, the journey to mastery begins with a single breath. Take a deep, conscious breath and allow the journey to unfold. When you're sitting on your meditation seat, do these practices first. You will see that how fulfilling that meditation will be. You will notice your ability to manifest your intentions growing stronger. And even your connection to the spiritual realm deepening. Our ancient yogis, they say that breath is far more than a mechanism for survival. It is a gateway to higher consciousness and a life brimming with limitless potential. So we got to learn how to embrace it. And we have to let our breath guide us towards our truest self. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I'm sure most of it, you do it. But if you can increase your practice with more faith and see the results yourself, because yoga is not something which we talk about only. Sure, we got to learn it, but ultimately this is something we need to practice and experience what the yogis are telling us that you can experience. This Sushumna Nadi is not only part of few people. This is inside all of us. And Lord Krishna talks about that if our Pran leaves from the Sushumna Nadi, which is on the crown of the head, only then we will attain liberation. That's how important it is, and liberation is our ultimate goal. So if we have never practiced, if we are not familiar with, at the time of the death, we cannot practice it. All of this to be practiced right now, while we are fully aware, fully capable of practicing it. Let's stop it here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti 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 Om. Thank you very much.